What do you think of Tank's performance?
Man, Tank did what he needed to do. He got him out of there, he stayed strong. He weathered the storm with a long arm, Leo Santa Cruz, and hey, you see the outcome of it. Got him down.
What do you think of the fight itself? Pretty entertaining?
Well, it was pretty entertaining. It was what I thought it was going to be. Leo was going to try to keep the shorter man away from me. He wasn't going to try to make it a body-body war, and he tried to box me. He just couldn't withstand that uppercut. So he had a good plan, but just couldn't finish it.
What do you think of Tank at 135 or 130? What fights would you like for him?
I think he could do something at 135. You know, I think got Teofimo there. He may have a couple other dudes out there in the field, but let's see what he can do there. I don't want to say go up or go down. Let's take care of business there first.
Gervonta Tank Davis, I mean, it's in his name. I already knew he was gonna knock him out. I gave Leo Santa Cruz to the 10th round though. I thought he executed the game plan great, but I just knew sooner or later Gervonta Davis was gonna cover ground. And once I saw his head going back, and I think it was the 2nd round when he was landing the uppercut, I knew it was only a matter of time. He was throwing too many punches, too wide open. But I mean, it was a great game plan. I just think he wasn't technically, fundamentally sound, Leo Santa Cruz. Not enough for Gervonta Davis. But it was a great performance from him.
What impresses you about Tank?
His calmness. Even though he was a little shaky at the beginning, he still stayed calm and he kept looking for that uppercut, and he was real calm with his uppercut. He was waiting until the right time, and he knew he was going to land it.
Gotcha. What about him at 135? Devin Haney, Teofimo, Vasily Lomachenko even?
I like Gervonta Davis over Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell. I think his biggest matchup, I think he should maybe one more fight, if that. I think it's time for him to fight Vasily Lomachenko or Teofimo. I think he's ready.
How does he do in those fights?
How does he do in those fights? Honestly, I don't know. I like the boxing ability of Vasily, but I think, I don't know. I might give it to decision for Vasily Lomachenko. It'd be a really close fight, but I think Tank can get it done against Vasily. Now Teofimo versus Gervonta Tank Davis, that's an up in the air fight for me. I'm not able to choose. I like Teofimo's jab more. They're both power punchers. They're both fast. That's a hard. I'm like 60-40 for Teofimo. 60% Teofimo, 40 Gervonta. But I think those are big fights. Those are really big fights.
Tank, he did real good in that fight. I like how he kept himself in there. Same thing with how he got that upper on you. That was a nice upper. I really liked how he did that little slip and went straight for it.
Is he the most explosive puncher in your eyes in the sport?
From him, yeah. From him and fighting against him, yeah. I think that's one of the biggest.
Should he fight Teofimo Lopez next or Devin Haney, or what would you want?
I feel like he has a chance against him. I feel like he has a good chance against Teofimo Lopez.
Who would win, the style-wise, you think?
Style-wise, I have to say Gervonta. On the way he has these good-ass knockouts and everything, I feel like he'll win.
Get him. Him, the red James White right there.
Yeah.
He wouldn't listen to me when I told him.
They wouldn't listen to you.
Going past 7, and look how that went. They ain't listen to me with Teofimo. They ain't listen to me with Tank. I'm gonna have a clean way through.
Yeah.
Devin Haney gonna beat Gamble, which everyone should know.
Oh, I'm rooting for Devin Haney.
Ryan Garcia's beating Luke Campbell. Call him.
Okay, what do you think of Tank though against Leo Santa Cruz?
Nothing. I called that. I said it wasn't going past 7.
But were you impressed?
I was impressed with the knockout, but I'm not shocked.
The overall fight?
He did better than what I thought he was going to do. I give Leo Santa Cruz.
I never said that Gervonta was going to lose. I said that Leo was going to make it difficult.
And it wasn't ending in the knockout. And it wasn't ending in the knockout.
Wait. Hey,
my man.
Can you jump up in here? Did you see Tank fight?
Yeah, I said.
What'd you think of it?
It was a good fight, man. But Leo Santa Cruz didn't disappoint. Tank is solid. We knew he was going to be too strong for him, but I honestly was impressed with Leo Santa Cruz. That's what I'm saying. He was out boxing the whole fight. Like he was down. He was down. Yeah, going into the 6th, he was down 4-1. That's all I was saying.
You thought Tank was losing?
Yeah.
But
One thing I was saying is that I don't think he was he wasn't being hurt or nothing. He was being outboxed clearly.
But was that part of the plan where he knew his power would come through and that
He had no choice. If that was part of his plan, I don't think that's a good plan if he's gonna fight Tio.
what if he does fight Tio? How would that go?
He can't fight that. He can't do that same. That's power for power though. Yeah, that's dangerous. No, yeah, I wouldn't do that. Some people you can do
What if he
certain
faced Lomachenko? Gervonta and Lomachenko.
That's a good fight. I honestly still feel like that's the top 3 in that weight class, man. But I think all 3 of them is a toss-up depending on who the best man that night. I still think if Tio gave Lomo a rematch, that'd be bad for Tio. Because Lomo started falling his
Everyone says that.
So what you think about that?
What you think about tanking against Teofimo Lopez or Tank
That'll
against
be a good fight. I'm gonna roll with Tank, but that's my.
Tank and Teofimo?
I'm gonna roll with Tank.
That's not. You want to know why?
Bro, that's my favorite fighter. Of course, I'm gonna roll with my favorite fighter. That's my favorite fighter.
Why do you like?
Tank.
Why is he your favorite?
Similar backgrounds. I respect where the man comes from. The man comes from nothing. He came from basically sleeping on the floor to where he is now. Look how far he's got. How can you not respect him? But I'm rolling with Tank regardless with anybody. I don't think Garcia or Devin Haney gonna fight him. Not the way he just did. No, I don't see it happen.
So everything is circled around Gervonta now. He the money guy now.
Yes. How can you not be?
Davis, you impressed?
Yeah.
What do you like about him?
You know, he thinks, he observes, he thinks, you know, a good fighter. And, you know, he comes from my hometown, so from Maryland. So, you know, that's we always got his back on that.
I just been talking to him about his future against maybe Teofimo or those guys.
I think Teofimo will step up. I think Loma will probably step up. You know, the best need to fight the best. And so, I mean, I see those two really stepping up to fight Tank. So.
Does he have a chance against them? Against Teofimo or Vasily?
I mean, we see that with the knockout power.
I think I recognize this fighter here, Magic Marcus Willis, getting ready for your own fight, right?
Yep.
How's that?
November 21st. Well, November 21st.
Oh, in Tampa?
Tampa, Florida, yeah.
Perfect. Gervonta Davis just fought. Stop Leo Santa Cruz. What'd you think?
Man, first off, Gervonta made weight.
Yes.
No problem. So that right there let me know that he was going to be ready for the fight. And you know, he's been very humble and very mature getting ready for this fight. So I think that his preparation and him taking responsibility to making weight showed that he was ready for this fight. And man, he ended it explosively, you know. Like Leo Santa Cruz is a good fighter. He gave him, you know, the first three tough rounds and everything, but that power that Gervonta has, man, it's just show-stopping.
It is, really is. What about his future? I mean, who can beat somebody like Gervonta? How do you beat a style like that?
Stay away from the power. Don't get hit. You know, just gotta outbox him, tire him out, get him into later rounds. And that's the only way you can beat him, get him into later rounds, stand away from that power. But Gervonta has one punch knockout power. He can have, you know, just show-stopping power. So it's hard to really say how to beat him because he's elusive. He can punch. He has good boxing ability, good speed. He's just naturally talented, and he possesses fallacious power.